Hello, I'm Matt Guff from House.com. This is Mike Okers from Ride Snowboards. Mike, welcome back. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Good to be
Vid
back.
number 2. Yeah, it's good to have you here.
Exactly. Winter's coming.
Winter is coming. It's always nice to have Mike in. He's celebrating, what, year 8 or 9 with Ride now?
Roughly about that, yeah.
Wow. How does it feel?
Old. I
Yeah?
feel old.
Yeah.
Old, but it's good. It's good to be with a company that keeps progressing their stories and trying new things,
Right.
and it keeps you youthful as you're trying out new boards and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. It's great.
Yeah. One thing that Mike has seen kind of progress with his time at Ride is the progression of the Pig series. So we have 4 boards that we want to pull for you. Going to talk about in the holistic style.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Twinpig, we have the Warpig, the Superpig, and the Mountain Pig. The Warpig is in year 4. The Twin and Mountain are in year 2, and we have a new board for the 2020 season, the Superpig. Mike, let's start out with the Twinpig. Year 2, fun board, great graphic, awesome price point.
Definitely.
What's shaking?
So this was kind of one of our top kind of team picks.
Sure.
Where we had such a good following off the Warpig. We won X Games gold on that guy. We also did dual awards for good wood in park and on in the all mountain story.
That's great.
We were looking for something to kind of basically give it that same feel as the Warpig, but in a twin park story.
Right.
Again, a volume shift story on this. This is not much of a volume shift as our other boards, but it's about 3 to 6 centimeters.
3 to 6.
Yes. So, and this is one of our twin hybrid stories. So you've got camber in between the foot.
Sure.
You've got a little rise at the contact points and going out. We don't have a lot of the carbon in there, so this is going to be one of those topless board designs with a roll and slime wall. Yep.
Right.
So topless, you take out all the extra bells and whistles and infuse it right into your pour and your top sheet. So you cut weight, and then it's better just overall as far as keeping it together and looks and aesthetic. So you're not getting as beat up in the park or whatever you're doing. But so the biggest story on this is it's a little bit softer flexing twin with an asymmetrical side cut.
Awesome.
Yeah.
ASIM side cut?
ASIM side
So
cut.
one heel side edge, one toe side edge?
Yep. So on this, if you get a little closer here, we've got a left foot and a right foot. That's always your left foot, right foot.
Got it. And how much is there? There's a lot tighter second radius on the heels than on the toes.
Yep.
Does it also have progression similar to what you'll find in the reverse progressive second radius of the other Pig series?
No. So this is going to be like your standard quadratic side cut. So basic side cut in the snowboard, other than the ASIM story. Yeah. Cool. So that makes it a little different and softens it up and gives you a little bit more true to park if you're getting out there and you're doing, rails and trying to do butters and that kind of stuff. You get a little bit more out of it.
Right.
Also, stone ground base on this stuff.
Nice.
So the other big feature for it, because it is a park board, is that we've got cleave edge on it. So it's about 50% more steel in your edge. So for detuning, tuning, or if you're riding all park all year long and then you take it out west and you need to tune it up, you grind it and you're better off.
Yeah. Cool. That's a nice board. ASIM, urethane sidewalls, base grind, top sheet. So could you say,
Yeah.
you could say anything, but could you say that this is a softer, more pliable, wider helix?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
definitely.
cool.
I guess.
And I love the helix, but that is pretty camber.
Yeah,
it's pretty heavy camber.
It's a pretty intense board.
Cool.
But the nice part about this is that it is so wide. So I don't know the stats on it, but if you've got a big foot and you want to ride park, this is huge for you because you can grab a 56 and get like a 13 with no hang.
That's incredible.
So if you're looking for that, that's the way to go.
Right. Cool. Next up, year number 4.
Yes.
Warpig.
Yep.
Great name, great song.
It is.
Great graphic.
Great beer.
Great beer.
They copied us on beer. Yeah.
I'm sure there's if you know of any Warpig beer, send them over to the house. Attention, Matt Guff.
Do it.
There we go. Warpig. Love the board.
Yeah.
You can't get away from this thing.
I can't. I keep trying every year. It's one of those things. this is that board that does everything and anything,
Yeah.
and that's what makes it so great. So like you want to talk about a one quiver board,
Right.
this is one. I've rode 48 in this, which is way below what a normal person should ride on that height scale.
That's so crazy.
I've rode it in 3 feet of powder. I ride it at Highland on ice. I ride it, everywhere. So it kind of just holds up to everything. But this was one of Michael Chilton's first stories on it.
Dude.
Graphic this year, again, to try to keep it in line with the rest of the pigs, but we really wanted something to stand out on the snow.
Right.
Hence, you've got this intensely neon base.
Right.
So it looks really great on the snow, but this is that directional all mountain, do anything board. So I hate to say that it's like an all mountain board.
Yeah, why are you saying that, man?
We've won X Games gold in park on this. We've had, both awards for all mountain Goodwood and for park on it.
Which is so bonkers to me.
Yeah,
which is great.
There's only a couple in the industry that have had that. We
don't
put it
think
in
any.
as a fluke.
I don't think
just to see if we could catch them, and we won for both. So
I thought that was the first year that one board has won both in the park and all mountain category.
it could. I mean,
I
it's
think
up there.
so.
If it's not the only, it might be one
Right.
of two in the history of Goodwood.
Right.
But so this is one of those boards. Going back to where we've been in the past, we have it's still a hybrid story where you have good rise in the nose.
Right.
So you've got a large chunk of rise in the nose at the contact points. It's
Right.
flat underfoot
Uh-huh.
with a little bit of rise in the back as well.
Cool.
So Carbon Array 3 in there. You've got rolling slime walls. This guy's topless as well.
Okay.
So you're losing some of that weight, and that's going to hold up better. You've got sintered stone ground base
In the neon base.
and the neon.
Man, it is kind of cool when you ride it. You can see the reflection of these neon colors like off of the snow. It looks like you're kind of leaving a trail while you're ripping, but you're
Definitely.
not. This is the board that really put Michael Chilton like in the spotlight for me.
Definitely.
Yeah, after this board came out, and I found out that he was kind of the main influence behind it, if not the influence behind creating this board.
Definitely.
That's where I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay a little bit more close attention to what Ride is doing and like the shapings of their board, not just like fun exaggerated shapes, but like every board within the line. And
This was a calculated board for him.
Dude.
So like 3 years in the making or 4 years in the making to get it right. Every year we've had solid sell through, if not selling out.
Yeah.
Which is huge, but I mean, Michael Chilton's one of those.
Dude.
He's a kooky dude that
Great dude.
Snowboarder Mag did a thing on the up and coming designers.
Yep.
And the cool part about Chilton is like usually that's typically built for garage band builders or like people doing crazy things on a small capacity.
Right.
Where he was the only one that was located on a major brand in the industry. So that was really cool too.
Yeah, he's been crushing. Let's move these decks,
Yeah.
and then we have a brand new one. This is year one.
Correct.
This is the Superpig, not a normal one.
It's not. It
Super.
is super. It
What-
should come
what
with a
makes it-
cape.
It doesn't. It doesn't come.
It should
with a
come with a cape.
It
It doesn't. It's hard to package that.
Yeah.
But
Tariffs and stuff.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. It's weird. And black capes. I mean, I don't. Are we the evil superhero? I don't
maybe.
know. I don't
Dracula?
know. Yeah. Bright light. I don't know. Who knows? But so yeah, that found strength on what was going on in our war pig. We basically just beefed this up. So it's like a war pig on steroids and creatine. Who works out all the time.
All right.
That's where it's at. So the big changes from your war pig into this is now we brought camber into the play.
Okay.
So we've got camber underneath the foot. You've got reverse camber on the nose and a little bit on the rear.
Okay.
You've got those carbon slime walls that are coming in there. And again, this
and
is
just the tail.
just in the tape.
Yep.
And it is a setback camber as well. So you get the most of your rise coming back here in the camber story. So
Right,
you're
you
going to sit in the
definitely
back. Again, it's that volume shift story. So this is that 6 to 10 centimeters smaller.
Right.
But there is a lot of
6 to 10 sounds so wild because I'd be on like a 49 or the 50.
yeah, definitely
Right?
51 for you.
51.
Yep. And that's
so
I
great.
mean it's a good feeling. Your topless design, rolling slime wall.
Right.
But this is that beefed up story. So
Right.
you've got the carbon slime walls in the back. You've got Carbon Array 5 in there. You've got a lot of dampening stuff going on. So this is the one that you really want to get out and
Great.
create big turns and do that kind of stuff. This is where you're at.
This one. So it's kind of fun because the Warpig is you can really charge on it, but this is just like a completely different experience. Right?
You really got to buckle down, belt yourself in, and you're going to go fast down the hill.
Yeah, if there's riders out there who've ridden kind of hard charging boards, but they feel like they want just a little bit more, where they can go a touch faster and be a little bit more stable. This is going to be in the wheelhouse of what kind of board you really want.
Definitely.
Superpig.
And to give it that space to just let you know, like you've got your Stone
Wide
Ground
platform.
4000 base on the Warpig.
Yep.
This is going to be that same program as a Stone Ground, but we're going to have a World Cup base on it.
Okay.
So
Sintered.
hence it's a pretty black base.
Dude, love it.
You can't do too much with that story. So this is the best level of base that you can get on ski, snowboard, everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's fast.
Fast. Fast. Ricky Bobby.
If you ain't first, you're last.
That's right. That's true. And then we're gonna round this baby out with the Warpig or the Mountain Pig. Mountain Pig. Now, well, if my memory serves me right, this kind of replaced the Alter Ego,
It did.
but had some of the influence of the Pig series.
Yes, definitely. Year two on this, shape resembling that story of the Warpig. Like you said, with that Alter Ego, we had the locking split tail. We wanted to give it that same dimension and look of it, so it does have that kind of cupped swallowtail on there, which helps you get down. Once you're in some deeper powder, it'll sink that tail back. It is tapered.
Less resistance when it's pushing.
Yeah, it is tapered. This is going to be a hybrid directional, so you've got a big chunk of reverse camber on the front, camber underneath the foot with the carbon array only in the tail, and carbon slime walls in the tail.
Carbon slime walls in the tail, and carbon array, which are angled at like
they come in a V in the back there. And that's just going to give you that extra pop and push out of your turns.
Cool.
And if you're in some bigger snow, it's going to help you on that.
Right. And based on this one?
Fusion 4000.
Fusion 4000.
Stone Ground.
Also still centered.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
What do you think would be the biggest differences between the Mountain Pig and the Superpig? They both have centered bases.
The biggest difference that's going to be in there is that this is true to size.
True to size.
One of the stories. So out of all the other pig series, this is going to be one that you would ride true to size.
Okay.
So as far as as far as waist width, this is going to be a traditional waist width.
Okay.
So if you have a big foot, you need to go to a wide. This is going to be quite cut narrow compared to what's going on with the Warpigs and Twinpigs and that. So this is going to be that. If you're looking for a basic all mountain, you want the all mountain story on it.
Right.
This is where you
without the wide platform.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, this is a fantastic roundup of boards.
Yeah.
You could take the Warpig and kind of do everything. But if you really want to dissect your riding into different categories on the mountain, you give one of each of these things.
Exactly.
You just have a ball.
You can get them all.
Buy them all. Yeah. Why buy one? We can buy them all.
Exactly.
Which one do you spend? I already know the answer. It's the Warpig. Which one do you spend more time on? Which one do you wish you could spend more time on?
Ooh.
The Warpig.
It's kind of between a Twinpig and the Superpig now.
Okay.
Like the Superpig, I love, and it's great because at that point, I mean, it's quite a bit stiffer than the Warpig, so it's not an everyday board for me. I get lazy at the end of the day, and then I want something a little softer and a little bit more playful, where that bad boy wants to charge.
Right.
So, and then the Twinpig, I still, as old as I am, still like to go in the park a little bit. So I want something a little bit softer and twin, and I love that asymmetrical story on that.
Right.
Because I love to use it for carving too. But Warpig is my jam, so that's I can't get away from it. It just puts a smile on your face.
Right. It's fun. It's it's kind of interesting to watch really good riders on the Warpig too. Lucas K, we got a local rider that Oakers helps out with some ride gear, and I've been able to travel with Lucas a lot when he was doing a lot of big contests. We rode at Dew Tour. He was riding the Warpig and slow. And I shot like just a little video of him kind of doing some warm-up runs, doing like this like little carving 270 drill. I threw it up on Instagram and it had like 120,000 views. But like as much as other people like caught onto the algorithm, but it was fun to really watch, and you could see through what other people were watching. They liked watching it too. It's like watching someone enjoy riding a Warpig is one thing, but then riding one is you know, it's like
It's out there.
It's even better.
I mean, we put a little bit of everybody on it, and
Right.
even another local rider, Alexis Rowland.
Oh.
I had her on a extra small,
Right.
and the stuff that she did at Super Park, I haven't been able to see
Yeah.
guys do.
So crazy.
And she killed it on that and got the closing part in it. So
He was a switch from board,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I can't even fathom that.
Yeah.
So it's
crazy.
So being able to do that and have it, you've got extra small, small, medium, large, extra large. So we've got the gambit kind of for everybody. Again, the fit story as far as feet go, I don't have a problem because I'm a
Right.
size 8. So it's great for me because I have no overhang. But I'm like, as you go up in the sizes and how
Right.
wide they get, check them out because you can put
Big.
14s and 15s size foot on an extra large and have no overhang.
Right,
So that's what's cool about it, and it lets everybody kind of get away from toe drag.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta start a campaign in toe drag, like
no drag.
no
Don't
drag.
be a drag.
Don't be a drag.
Yeah.
Don't be a drag out there.
Yeah.
Okers, thanks for not being a drag.
Yeah. Thank you.
yeah. Seriously, thank you guys so much for watching. This was like the pig series, the Twin, War, Super, and Mountain Pig. You can check them out by selecting the links below in the description. Leave a comment or question. Let us know what you think. Subscribe to our channel by hitting the button over there, or watch more videos over here. Okers, thanks again. There's the shake.
Thank
There's
you.
the shake.
I was coming for it.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Peace.